Round your city, round the clock. Everybody needs you.
I'm not very tall.
Woo!
And it makes me sad, primarily because I can't reach things on high shelves. But I figured the best choice for me in my life, because I'm not going to grow anymore. My doctor says so. I'm like, maybe in an inch. She says, no. If anything, you might shrink. This is it for you. So, I figured the best move for me is to move to the Shire, where I would be a giant. I wouldn't even need to work. People would just have to pay me for reaching stuff. And I could have 2 breakfasts. So that's interesting. So one of the provisions that I wanted to have for this show was plastic ponchos for the first few rows, in case they get wet. Yeah. Especially with James' partial nudity. I thought that might be an issue. I like the partial nudity. I would do it myself. But apparently, it's wrong for someone of the female persuasion to just take off her shirt. And I don't know why, because underneath this shirt there's a lot of gorgeous material. But this is like the 19th century, so I'll be showing all kinds of ankle. Thank you. So the plastic ponchos is one idea I have. I have a number of ideas. One of my most recent ideas is the new musical that will take Broadway by storm, Dear Charles Manson, which, just like Dear Evan Hansen, will be about, among other things, a dysfunctional family. I was nervous about telling that one. It's not something you can... I don't know if that's something we're supposed to talk about. But speaking of family, I have a cat. And people say cats don't love us because we've only domesticated them so recently. I don't think we've domesticated the cats at all. The cats have domesticated us. As soon as my cat walked through the door of my home, she became in charge. But it's okay with me because she's a wise and benevolent leader. Plus, adorable and fluffy. Having a cat changes everything. For example, I used to not keep cat toys in my home. Now I do. And I just find them littering the floor of my room right under the door because she shoves them under the door. Like, here, you have them, I don't want them. Because she's a teenager. She's about to turn a year old, which in cat terms is a teenager. So she's really like passive-aggressive sometimes. She will take her paws and grab my hand to bite me. That's just aggressive-aggressive. But sometimes she'll be like, oh, you want to cuddle? You didn't give me breakfast until 7:30 today. I usually get breakfast at 7. What was the deal? No cuddling privileges for you. Yeah. But she's wise and benevolent. And this leads me to the obvious question, would I kill for my cat? Because I feel like I would do anything for her. Would I kill for her? And I feel like if it was a person that I already didn't really care about, you know, someone just sort of inconsequential to me in my life, like my cat can do no wrong. If she wants someone dead, there's probably a good reason. I don't know why she wouldn't do it herself, because her teeth are very pointy, and she loves to sink them into flesh. Yeah. She has not forgotten her carnivorous ways. Her bowl is full of dead meat, obviously. It's no longer living. She goes up to it, she's like, what is this? I can't kill this. You've deprived me of the one joy of my life, killing things. So she tries to kill inanimate objects around the house. She knocks stuff off of tables. The mouse is her favorite, the mouse at the computer. I think because she knows that we refer to it as a mouse. And inherently, she knows she's supposed to target something referred to as a mouse. So we have to have decoy mice for the computer. We have an old one that doesn't work anymore, and whenever we're done with the computer, we have to put the mouse that works on a high shelf, which of course is a problem for me, and put the decoy mouse on the mouse pad, because otherwise the mouse will become broken, destroyed, and will be used as a decoy mouse. We've gone through like 20 mouses for computers. Should the plural be mice? Strange world out there. We've gone through about 20 since we got my cat in September. But she is a good cat, which is more than I can say about most people. Most people are not good cats. But most people are not good in general. Which is kind of obvious in day-to-day interactions. And it's not like good as in like generous, loving, kind, but just like skilled. I'm going to share with you some facts that are true. In Great Britain, the average person talks about the weather 44 times a month to 18 different people. That means that 36 of those times are to the same person. Lovely weather we're having. Yes, I think so too. See you tomorrow. Lovely weather we're having. Yes, I think so too. See you tomorrow. And so on. Another true fact, there are twice as many incidents involving incidental accidents involving trousers every year than there are involving chainsaws. Chainsaws! And I feel like this is just very telling about how inadequate we are as a species, because we know from horror films that chainsaws are for slaying people. And you'd think we would at least be able to use them to hack off limbs and whatnot. Although, that is accidents. I'm not sure how many chainsaw-related limb hackings go on that are intentional. Probably many. Because, like I said, people are inherently not good. More proof that people are inherently not good. That's what my health teacher told me. People are inherently not good. They will try to give you drugs. One of these days, one of your friends is going to come up to you and be like, hey, I've tried this really cool thing called cannabis. It's really funny. Try it. Hasn't happened to me yet. I'm a little upset. Like they say, just say no. I haven't been given an opportunity to do that. And then, of course, in movies, you get the parents who are like, we purchased this marijuana for you so that you can try it, to know that there's nothing to really be so crazy about. My parents are not those parents. But I wish they were. The only place I get high is the dentist. And that's the dentist's doing. But I don't know if it's the nitrous or the Netflix, because my dentist has Netflix, which actually sometimes I think she just puts that on and just pumps air through the mask. Like, there are no drugs in here. Just watch your program. And I watch my program. Here's a fun game. When you're waiting in the office of your psychiatrist, try to diagnose the other patients. It's a fun one. It's something I do. I'm not very good at it, because everyone is either schizophrenic, because that's an exciting diagnosis that gets on the television, or normal and doesn't belong there because I'm the one with all the real problems. They do have their variety of problems. My biggest problem right now is with therapy because I don't want to go. And my parents are forcing me, and my therapist is forcing me, and my parents are like, Dr. Mearsan thinks that it's important that you continue therapy. And I'm like, of course, Dr. Mearsan. She's the therapist. Why don't you ask Dr. Mearsan what she thinks about me continuing therapy, but with somebody else? Oh, I think Romy's just in an emotional place right now where she needs stability. So I think she should stay with me. And I know she has other patients because I spent time diagnosing them. So it's not like this is a severe loss of income for her. And my parents are like, she provides a valuable service, so we pay her. But it's like, does she really need that much money? Because I've seen her, she's taller than me, I hate that. Most people are taller than me, so I hate most people. Oh, I see people pantomiming that I'm running out of time. Okay. I'm just bad at reading social cues. Especially because I read that one as a social cue. I'm bad at most social things. I'm the anti-Jack.
You want the hat?
No. I appreciate the offer, but my sisters bring home lice often enough. It's been a good, 6-month period without lice. I don't want to ruin our streak. Because one of them is 10 and the other one is 8, and they go to a public school and they rub heads. That's what they do at school. I don't know. I've forgotten what the outside world is like from Hunter. I don't know what other schools do. I imagine they probably do just sit there and rub heads. This is the transfer of knowledge. Maybe it's not like that. How should I know? There is nothing outside of this. Earlier today, Jack said, "How are you doing?" And everyone said, "Good." I don't believe you. You're lying. How many people have a paper due tomorrow or within the next week? So, I sincerely hope you're not happy about that. Because anyone who's happy, yes, term paper! This is the best thing ever. Finally, I was having a terrible time just sort of going about my business, crocheting and doing the crossword puzzles. These are the things I do in my free time because I'm 97. Thank God for this term paper. There is nothing I want more in life than to write 1,000 pages on the least significant subject in the universe. Whatever it is, it's always something tiny. It's never like, write 1,000 pages about the concept of life. It's like, write 1,000 pages about so-and-so of so-and-so, who redefined the third step in the 500-step process of pot making in the 14th century. And you can't talk about the other 499 steps because, no, it's 1,000 pages about the one step. And it's like, I can't do that. Well, real academic journalists, they write about that stuff all the time. Pages and pages and pages upon pages. Yeah, show me. I would like to see the full book about whatever, the third step of the pot-making process. Because I sincerely doubt that anyone in their right mind has written an entire book about that. But then again, I'm not very well acquainted with who is in their right mind and who isn't. That's it for me, I think.